Could the former Florida big be the next UDFA star for the Lakers? We're going to get you guys familiar with former Florida Gator Colin Castleton and maybe the next Austin Reeves for the Lakers. So if you're unfamiliar with Castleton, let's get you guys up to speed because he was a star, I would say, for the Lakers in the Summer League. He averaged 13.4 points per game, a double-double with 10.2 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and he shot over 50% from the field. Now, Castleton might not be a household name. He was good for the for the Florida Gators in college, but Florida sucked. So you never got to see a March Madness moment or anything like that from him. But Castleton can acknowledge himself that there are some dots to be connected with Austin Reeves, UDFA star. Could you be following in his footsteps? Here's what he said. Reeves laid the foundation. Somebody who has a hell of a story, somebody who is doubted, had chip on his shoulder, and I feel like I can relate to him a lot. I feel like going undrafted, you definitely have a chip on your shoulder. You have a little bit more of a reason to continue to play well and do what you're supposed to do. Now, Castleton is also a good player on a good team to be on if you're a UDFA center trying to make it into the NBA because the Lakers don't have a ton of depth at that big spot, and they know that they are going to need some help inevitably throughout the regular season when it's only a matter of time until history repeats itself and Anthony Davis spends some time away from the game dealing with an injury, and the only guy standing between Castleton and starting for the Lakers, if that happens, is Jaxson Hayes. And no offense to Jaxson Hayes, but he's not going to move the needle a whole lot for me. So Castleton on a two-way deal as a UDFA definitely has an opportunity, if he plays well, to find a spot on this Lakers roster as the season rapidly approaches, and maybe he can get some serious floor time as well, and then the rest could be history, and he gets a huge contract like Austin Reeves did. But if you think Castleton can make an impact on the Lakers, spam me. If there are any Florida fans watching right now, you know that Castleton was a good player in Gainesville. He was just on a crummy team that didn't get a lot of airtime, didn't get a lot of national coverage, so he kind of slipped through the cracks a little bit, which, hey, this is not something unique. There are lots of great players in the NBA who weren't on college powerhouse teams or great programs in college that inevitably slipped through the cracks and, well, they fell further than they really should have, and they flourished. Now, make sure to subscribe, by the way, if you have not already. We're trying to grow our Lakers channel here at Chat Sports. So if you could subscribe, that would definitely do us a big favor so we can get more studio space and then you guys get more content in return. Now, switching gears, let's talk about a proven player in the NBA, and that is Rudy Gay. He has been living out of a suitcase, as I like to say, after being traded twice. Gay is a free agent, and the Lakers have been rumored to be interested in Gay amongst other teams as well. Rudy Gay, last seen with the Utah Jazz over the past 2 seasons. He's not our sweet prince from NBA 2K14 anymore, but he's still a good guy, right? I think Rudy Gay's a nice dude. Probably a good person to have in the locker room. He seems like he could be a bit of a slap-ass guy, so why not add him to the mix, right? At the end of the day, yes, Rudy Gay is washed. He is not that same sweet prince we had in 2K with the Grizzlies and Mike Conley and Zebo. But hey, if you're looking to add a good veteran player to this locker room and trying to get maybe a little bit basketball juice out of him, Rudy Gay could be worth throwing a flyer at if you don't feel like you got any good prospects, young guys coming up the ranks that need some serious minutes and floor time. Now, there are some other wings out there in case Rudy Gay does not tickle your fancy. Will Barton, Kelly Oubre Jr., Terrence Davis, Austin Rivers, TJ Warren. None of these guys I think are going to be signed and become huge impact players. But if you want to get someone on this roster in case an injury pops up that you can feel comfortable turning to for a couple of games, Rudy Gay has been around the block for a while, and he at least knows how to command the floor and not be a liability. So do the Lakers need to sign a wing, in your opinion? This is kind of a wing-run league at this point, so it feels like a spot you can never have too many guys at. Let me know, yes or no, in the comment section. Now, like I said, the 2023 season is just around the corner. We have a little bit of ways to go until the preseason comes out, but we do the schedule at least. And it starts off with the Warriors on October 7th, and then they play the Nets in Vegas, the Kings in Anaheim, another matchup with the Warriors, and then the Bucks, and then they wrap it up in the desert with the Phoenix Suns in Palm Springs. The regular season gets underway October 24th, so still got, a ways to go. Not going to BS you guys. We still have, regular season football to kick off, for crying out loud. But nevertheless, Lakers basketball will be here before you know it. And you don't want to be the Joe Schmo wearing some old Lakers jersey or anything like that. Rep your favorite squad while also supporting Chat Sports. Wear a Real One t-shirt. If you watch all the way through to the end of the video, if you tune in for every single edition of our show here at Chat Sports, show me by showing out. Get your Real One shirt today. Chatsports.com/Real One. The link's in the comments and the description of today's video. Now, in case you missed it, we're just going to recap the big Anthony Davis news that's already transpired, which is he signed that 3-year, $186 million max extension. It makes him the highest paid average player on average salary. At one point, he's going to make $62 million a season. As Woj puts it, the richest annual extension in NBA history. So it's a deal you had to get done. Was Anthony Davis worth it? I would say so. He's still the best defensive player when healthy, but that's a big when healthy, right? And unfortunately for Davis, that has plagued him through his entire career in Los Angeles. But his current contract, $40.6 million this season. That bumps up to $43.2 million. And then that 3-year max extension kicks in from 2025 to 2027. But ultimately, the Lakers lock up their star big man for 5 seasons. So they know that they won't have LeBron James most likely for the next 5 seasons, but they're still going to be competitive. They're still going to be a team to reckon with. And Anthony Davis is going to attract other stars to LA and make them contenders in the West. If you lose LeBron and then you lose AD not long after because you did not extend him, well, you're going to quickly fall down the ladder and be a poverty franchise, which Lakers have never really had to experience all that much or for all too long. But this definitely delays that possibility by locking up a superstar like Anthony Davis. Make sure you like the video, by the way. If you got it to this point in the video, I kind of believe we're doing something right here. So like the video, help us grow the channel. It helps YouTube push this to more Lakers fans. So help support the channel. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, share it, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys later and enjoy your weekend.